Alright, today I'm going over the notes from 2 days ago, actually no, from yesterday, where we had to graph two linear inequalities, which make a system of linear inequalities. In order for us to do that, we need to remember our inequality signs. If you see greater than, or equal to, we're going to shade above. If we see less than, or equal to, we're going to shade below. If it has the equal to, it will be a solid line. If it is only the inequality sign but no equal to, then it will be a dashed line. Okay, so here we're going to do some examples. Oh, and the solution is only where both inequality signs overlap, where both inequality equations overlap on the shading. So let's do some examples so you know what I mean. First one, our y-intercept is a -1. Our slope is also a -1, so we're going down 1, over 1, down 1, over 1, down 1, over 1. I only go backwards to extend the line. Because of our sign here is greater than, we know we're going to shade above, and it's going to be dashes. So put some dashes there. I don't want you to shade yet. Just put arrows going up so we know this line will shade above. Our next line is the y-intercept is -5. Change colors. -5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Our slope is +1, so we're going up 1, over 1, up 1, over 1. We only go to the left to extend. It is also just the inequality, no equal to. So just put some dashes. And it is the less than inequality, so we're going to shade below this line. In your homework, I want you to only shade where they overlap, where the arrows overlap. And you can tell that they overlap here. It is above the blue line and below the green. Second example, number 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 is the y-intercept. Our slope is up 1 over 3. I do not have more space, so I'm going to go backwards, down 1 over 3 to the left. We always start to the right. We only go to the left to extend. It is a less than, so no equal to, so put dashes, and less than would be below. Then the next one, our y-intercept, 1, 2, 3, 4 is our y-intercept. Our slope is -1, so we go down 1, over 1, down 1, over 1, down 1, over 1. Okay, it is equal to, so that's a solid line. And then that's greater than or equal to, so we're going to shade above. Okay, where do they overlap? Where the arrows are going up and down right here. Right here is where they overlap. Make sure you don't do this little part right here because that is not below the green line. It has to be below the green and above the orange. Alright, let's do one that has a vertical line, number 4. It is x is less than -4. 1, 2, 3. -4 is here. It is less than, so it is just dashes. So make a vertical line with dashes. And then the sign is less than, so the numbers that are less than -4 would be to the left. Less is left. Alright, then the next one is not in slope-intercept form, so we're going to make it in slope-intercept form by subtracting the x, subtracting the 3x, and our goal for this is to get the y by itself. Once the y is by itself, then it is in slope-intercept form. Careful, make sure that if we divide by a negative, we flip the inequality sign. In this case, we're dividing by a -2, so we don't have to flip the inequality, but just FYI. Alright, so our y-intercept is -1, our slope is -3 over 2, -3 over 2. Okay, it is equal to, so put a solid line, and it is less than, so we're going to shade going down. Again, only shade where they overlap, so it's going to make a weird looking triangle here. I'm going to use rectangle with like a slanted top right there. All right, number 5, let's go ahead and use the calculator on number 5. Okay, so let's use the calculator for this one. We're going to open a graph. Okay. We want to delete the equal sign and select relation because our first equation is in standard form. And I can't really see it, so let me split the screen. So it is 4x minus 5y. So 4x minus 5y. Control equals, pulls up the inequality, is greater than or equal to negative 35. Enter. There's our first equation. Then tab is our next one. Y is greater than negative x minus 2. Oops. Alright, it helps if you add a grid. We're just going to copy it straight from our calculator. So I can see that first line was my blue line. It is crossing. I can't really see where it crosses there, so we're going to have to move it a little. You can zoom out. I'm just going to grab with the mouse, hold it down, the little hand comes up, and I can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. My y-intercept is 7. It's going up 1, 2, 3, 4, and over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm going to go back here. I'm going to plot 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I don't have enough room to go up 4 over 5, so I'm going to go down 4 over 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And this is a solid line. And we're shading below. Alright, on the next one, we can copy it from the calculator. You can see it crosses the y-axis at 2. And then it's going down 1 over 1, down 1 over. So let's go back. So I can change the color. So it's at negative 2. We're going down 1 over 1, down 1 over 1. Backwards, up 1 over 1, just to extend my line. Okay. And it is a dashed line on this one because it is the greater than. And greater than we shade above. So this is where they overlap. So this is where we would shade. And you can tell that from our calculator too. It gets a little darker right there. Okay, on your homework was page 169 and 170. The first part is just review of inequalities. So you can either do it by hand or if you're in class, I allowed you to do it in the calculator. So on number 1, you would have to solve for y, subtract the 3x, subtract the 3x. Then you would have negative 5y is greater than or equal to 10 minus 3x. We would then have to divide by a negative 5, which flips my inequality. Brayden. Alright, careful when you divide by that negative 5. Make sure you flip the inequality. And then you have a negative 3 divided by a negative 5, which will give me a positive 3 over 5. If we're solving by hand, then this is the best way of doing it. Plot your point. Negative 2 up 3 over 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Don't have enough room to the right, so we're going to go to the left. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It is a solid line, and we should shade below because it is a less than. To find out what is the solution, we would then plot our points. So the first point there is 1, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's point A. And since it's not in the shaded area, it is not a solution. Alright, I walked you enough on that one. On number 2, you would do the same thing. On number 3 and number 4, if you're not going to use the graphing calculator, then this is what you have to do. This is your x coordinate, this is your y coordinate. You would plug it into the equation in place of x and in place of y. And you would do the math. This is 12 and this is plus 12 because a negative times a negative is a positive. Then you see if the inequality is true. 24 is not less than 9, so A is not my solution. You would do that for number 4. You would try out all of the solutions till you find one. Careful on number 5 because there's more than one solution. On the back is where you're going to be practicing what we just did on page 167, 170.